Vacuum versus dark matter. What is nothingness? What is dark matter? Are vacuum and dark matter the same? Watch the full video to learn about these. The video is going to be very interesting. So stay tuned to the video till the end and let us start. So, if we say about dark matter, actually it's also a type of matter, but it is not visible. Why it is a type of matter? That is because it has mass and it occupies space, and whatever that has this property is known as matter. Why it is known as dark matter? In the year 1931, a Swiss astronomer named Fritz Zwicky noticed that galaxies in a distant cluster were orbiting one another much faster than they should have been given the amount of visible mass they had. He proposed an unseen substance which he called dark matter might be affecting gravitationally on these galaxies. Since then, researchers have confirmed that this mysterious material can be found throughout the cosmos, and that is 6 times more abundant than the normal matter. But why vacuum comes in? What is the relation between vacuum and dark matter? We define vacuum as empty space, but actually it is not. What is vacuum exactly? There is considerable energy in the nothingness or the emptiness of space that gives rise to particles into existence, then wiping them back out of existence. As the universe expands, space is created. If dark energy is connected to this empty space, then the quantity of dark energy increases as more empty space is created. This is why the early universe was totally dominated by matter. But since the amount of matter in the universe stays relatively the same, but the amount of space grows continually, dark energy went from being almost 0% of the universe to being about 70% of the universe today. Dark matter makes about 25% and the remaining 5% being ordinary matter, which makes up us, the earth, stars, etc. So, we can define that matter which cannot be seen but felt is called dark matter. So, the universe which is black is made of dark energy and dark matter. Now, here comes in a confusion. Is this vacuum the dark energy? Because we say that vacuum is something which is actually nothing. So, here we again come to nothing. But it is not nothing, something is there inside vacuum. I am trying to say that vacuum is not any ordinary matter, or it does not contain any ordinary matter. But at the same time, it is also not nothing. So, the vacuum energy itself could be dark energy, or it could be some way related to dark energy. So, if this solves the mystery of dark energy, it does not solve the mystery of dark matter. But it is also a type of matter which cannot be seen, but it can be clearly felt by its gravitational force. So, in a sense, we can say that vacuum and dark energy are related to each other in some or the other way, or are the same. But there is no relation to dark matter. It is something different. How can we be so sure that dark matter is different from vacuum and dark energy? If the universe was full of dark matter, I mean almost 90% of the universe, then it would affect very much gravitationally. But actually, in the reality, it is not happening. Means that it is not present everywhere. So here we come to a conclusion that vacuum is related to or is the same as dark energy. But what exactly is the dark energy? Dark energy is an energy or a mysterious force which causes the expansion of the universe. It accelerates the expansion of the universe. The rate of expansion of the universe is just increasing. We just cannot imagine the speed of the universe. If you have watched the video till now, you know that there is nothing named nothing in the universe. means nothingness is false. The universe is made up of vacuum, dark energy, dark matter, and ordinary matter. But here comes the actual problem. The supergiant void or the Booty's void. It is an empty area in the universe. Empty. Where there are no galaxies. What could it be? Why there is no visible matter? It is actually the strangest ever discovered area in the whole universe. It is about 330 million light years. But why only that particular area is empty? The universe is expanding, but only that place is not. There is no matter at all, not even dark matter. And researchers have also proven that vacuum is also not there, and so dark energy is also not there. That is because, as I said, only that area is not expanding. So if dark energy was there, it must have expanded, but nothing's there. What is there? Could there be antimatter? Because antimatter is the opposite of matter, which is actually negative, which means one matter plus one antimatter is equal to 0 or nothing. So there could be antimatter, but still one question arises, that why only in that particular area? If there is antimatter, it must interact with other matter outside the Booty's void. Do you want a detailed video about the Booty's void? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.